Not too long ago, a friend of mine passed away. And although I was there, I didn't show up for him. And it's not because I didn't care. It's because I didn't get the chance to accept that he was gone. See, as men, we do this thing where we want to be present for others, but we don't know how to be present for ourselves. In this video, I want to discuss how we can overcome that. Because no one's talking about this. You probably know the guy. You know a guy just like him. Provider, fixer. The one you go to when life breaks. Who checks on him? See, this man is strong until silence swallows him whole. I'm not going to sit here and act like the guy I'm speaking about was a hero. He wasn't. He was a jerk. He was annoying. Banter stung like a bitch. You know those guys that when they get at you, it's like it just gets under your skin and they don't stop. But he was still my brother. And when I was trying to be present for his little brother, I wanted to show up. I just couldn't do it because I had never learned how to hold the space for myself. So how can I give to someone something I haven't given myself? So I'm there speaking to him, hey, listen man, listen, you need anything, I'm here, bro. Right? Come on, man. See, as men, we were told to, don't show your weaknesses. Keep them to yourself. Right? The reason why I make this video is because there's so much nonsense going on out there. From, hey, listen, it's okay for you to speak up, to, hey, listen, you can't say a word. You gotta hold it down. You're a man. I feel like a lot of men are just left right in the middle in regards to what actually works, because neither do. One leaves you vulnerable and weak. The other one leaves you vulnerable and weak. Just pretend that you're not. Is there an actual way to be strong? Is there a way for us to share our vulnerabilities while still maintaining our strength? Because you see, what I'm failing to understand is, if me sharing how I feel makes me weak, then what exactly makes me strong? Is it the fact that I'm pretending? No, let's talk about it, because I need to understand. So all these gurus that are saying all this nonsense, so are you now saying to me that if you don't show your emotions, you're a tough guy? Well, can that tough guy look after the little brother? Can that tough guy open up and hold space for other men that need help? You can't do that, can you? Why? Because you haven't learned how to hold the space. And I'm only telling you this because I had to do the same. We're told, don't cry, don't need, don't break. We become men who pretend to lead, but no one can follow anymore. Because you're missing the very thing that allows you to lead, which is the ability to lead yourself in the first place. I haven't introduced myself yet, but some of you may know me already. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a brother, son, grandson, you name it. A nephew, friend, brother. I see so many guys pretend that it's cool, and I see right through them because I was doing the exact same thing. People look at me and think, oh wow, how are you able to pierce right through people? How are you able to see right through us? Because they're playing the same cards I was playing. How you doing? I'm fine. Good. Solid. What's up? What do you need? How can I help you? You see, when you so focus on achieving, you forget that part of life is to be able to receive. I received a lot of messages from people that had parents pass away and family members pass away, and I remember growing up, my dad would never ever take me to a funeral. Uncles passed away, friends passed away. I couldn't go to my friend's funeral because I was a kid. And I know my dad was protecting me, and I can't take that away from him. And he was just doing what he thought was right, which is, hey, let's not deal with emotions. Just park that to the side. We're men. I feel like what's happening today with the rates of whatever is going on is simple. This is just an exposure of something that's been going on for years. This didn't happen today. No, I speak to a lot of guys, and some experts even saying, yeah, guys nowadays have gone too soft, and I'm like, no. This was we got that from you guys. We just are not pretending. Well, no, you guys were just as soft. And don't get me wrong, there's some people that are genuinely pieces of shit, and those guys I can't help. But those guys that are pretending that everything's cool when it's really not, oh no, we got that from you guys. We're just tired of pretending because it's not sustainable. And it's not about holding strength, it's about understanding that if there's cracks in the wall, you either fix them or you carry on acting like they don't exist. But right now, the cracks are showing very clearly and people are falling right through them. When my friend died, I showed up to meetings, didn't cry. I was like, yeah, I just need to keep myself busy and I'll be just fine. I couldn't acknowledge that I just needed to be present for my friend one more time. Because that meant that I had to deal with something I didn't want to deal with. And we don't see it as selfish. And it isn't. But in a way it is. You're selfish to yourself. Because you're removing the ability to cry. Because what? It makes you less of a man? And I'm not here to tell you, and I've said this before, I am so against Google Gaga tears. And I'll always be. I don't care. You listen. Sorry, you can't convince me on that. But to be able to express your emotions within control, you should be able to do that. The idea that no emotions, no, it's crap, bollocks, doesn't work. Why does it not work? Look at the numbers. They say the strong are surviving. Are they really? I'm strong. I could fuck so many guys up. Honestly, define strong. What's strong? Is it the ability to be confident? Got that? Tick. Is it the ability to stand up for yourself? Tick. What's strong? I'll tell you what strong is. It's the ability to keep calm in all weathers. Whether it's storm, snow, heat, that's strength. Because you're choosing not to react. Because you're in charge of how you feel. And I feel like if we redefined or we created an actual accurate term towards strength, we can all start working towards it. Half of the stuff that's going on in today's world is simply based on people not being able to handle their emotions. I'm talking from gang violence to this violence, the whole violence scene, that's simple anger and puppets of emotions. Someone disrespected me. Okay, yeah, sure. You can be very there's ways you can go about it and communicate that. You don't have to pull up and then risk your whole life because you want to do something like that. No, that's stupid. But you can only do that or excuse yourself into doing that because your emotions are out of the way. You're an emotions puppet. Oh yeah, I'm detached. I don't feel anything. No, you don't feel anything because, again, you're an emotions puppet because you've decided to let go of control of your emotions. So you rather not just control them and ignore them completely. Some guys come to me and come online and do this strong stuff, right? They're these tough guys and they're saying, listen, I don't feel anything. And I'm like, oh wow, really? How did you get there? Yeah, someone broke my heart. So you're still stuck in that moment where that person broke your heart. I've been heartbroken 5 times. And each time it stung like it was the first. I was sick of it though. And instead of bottling my emotions, like most of these guys, strong guys pretend to do, what I did is this. I decided to acknowledge them. And I said, listen, this is what's happening. You're a wimp. They're taking advantage of you and that needs to stop. Right? You need to understand, you need to integrate yourself. I want you to think of it as Naruto and the fox. Yeah, right? Some of you, I hope some of you watch anime. If you don't, I don't even know if you don't. I honestly feel like it should be imperative. Every guy should watch anime. It's probably one of the best things out there. Anyways, we've got Naruto and we've got the fox, right? The fox is like, let's call it the alter ego. Or let's call it the shadow. Some of you may watch Carl Jung. Cool. So the shadow and the individual, which is you, become one. Once you integrate yourself fully and you now utilize your emotions to go on errands. Hey anger, I'm gonna need you to build my physique. Hey joy, I'm gonna need you to send some love to my partner and my child. That's strength. Not what the fuck you guys call that. Oh, I don't feel anything for anyone. Yeah, you're emotionally detached. You're broken. We are having people boasting about being broken. That's the society we live in today. We have a society that's otherwise telling us that we need to share our vulnerabilities and it's okay to be weak. No, it's not. You've told us that so many freaking times. Remember the time I applied for the job and you said I'm not qualified? Or how about the time that the girl rejected me because I wasn't tall enough? How many more conversations do we need to have where we're pretending that everything's cool and once you open up, everything's going to be fine? Can we stop pretending this is not some bullshit and give people the actual truth? I'm sick of it. It's sick, it's draining, and it's frustrating. We need to start telling everyone the truth. What is the truth? No one's coming to save you. And if they are, it's because you decided to help yourself first. And this is coming from someone that dealt with depression. I spoke to therapists. Heck, I worked with some of them. Do you know what they tell me? They don't know what the fuck to do. Why? Because we keep trying to dilute or dissect this thing into some sort of method that somehow works without acknowledging the truth. The truth is we are raised broken. Why? Because the person before us was broken. Why? Because the person before him was broken. So until we make the intentional decision to acknowledge where we're coming from so that we can change the narrative, or we're going to keep driving on autopilot. Don't worry about that. That's certain. We can't show up for each other without showing up for ourselves first. Until we teach men how to be vulnerable with strength, nothing's going to change. Because what we're seeing is men either being passive or explosive. Both want strength, but both also want the ability to hold space for themselves and others. Who doesn't want to be there for their brother or friend? or dad or uncle, whatever the case is, right? Everyone wants to be there for everyone, right? Well, it starts with teaching people how to be vulnerable. And that starts with having honest conversations in regards to, okay, cool, this is what I'm feeling. Okay, it's okay for you to feel that. Why? Where's it coming from? Until we're able to have strong conversation in regards to the emotions that we're feeling. I'm not saying, oh gosh, we please, I need you to understand something. When you activate a man's king within, the man can do one thing and one thing alone: conquer. And you can only activate the king by speaking to the king in him. And this is what I'm doing today. I want the king to rise. You're watching this, you're feeling whatever it is you're feeling, that's cool. I get it. I've been there. No one's coming to save you. But there are tools to understand how to navigate the storm. Just because you don't know how to swim doesn't mean there isn't a safeguard. There is. And that safeguard is a friend. That safeguard is a community. That safeguard is reaching out to anyone that gives a fuck. But just because you don't know how to swim doesn't mean you have to drown. Or because that safeguard is very, 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 very available. I mean, this may be a long shot, I know. Who am I kidding? Most of us are gonna pass out anyway. That's just how it goes. But for those that are not sure and you're currently tuned in, I need you to take that safeguard. Talk to someone. Talk to someone and learn how to start looking at yourself for real. Stop hiding. We don't realize that we've taken shame and turned it into this massive monster that chases people left, right, and center. And it gets bigger because you feed it through failure. If failure was going to stop me, I would have stopped a long time ago. I'll be so honest. But I don't give a fuck about failure. Why? Because it's an attempt. We are all gonna die anyway. So technically, we're all gonna fail. So why not fail good? Right? Why not try hard to actually go for the things you wanna go for? You might actually get it. You see, I want you to understand something. Real strength is not built in the pain you hide. Real strength is built in how deeply you stay connected whilst you're embodying that. It's your ability to recycle it, in fact. Not just hold it into one space. That's wasting energy. You want to recycle that energy and turn it into power. You want to recycle that pain and turn it into strength. You want to recycle that pain and turn it into a brand new business. You want to recycle that pain and turn it into a brand new friendship. Make your pain useful. This is a personal topic, and the reason why is I know a lot of people are not seeing. Well, heck, I'm not seeing. Well, I just want you to know I see you now. And share this video with someone that you feel needs to be seen too, because it's in those sharing moments that my channel grows and people get to know that this is something that needs to be discussed properly. And you need to be surrounded by people that get it. We need to stop spreading all this palaver nonsense. Yeah? Let's build better relationships, and I'm rooting for you. I'll see you in the next video.